Hey, welcome back to the game. Our mission is into the green. We won't be going there yet. We're gonna do some army or squad management. I don't usually do this at the start, but we're going to have to do a few things. Yeah. First things first. I actually played this mission a little bit earlier. There's no recording of it now. It was interrupted all the time and I didn't get far, so I just threw it away. But one thing I did learn about that was I got to test the enhanced laser gun a bit more, and it's a problem. It's a terrible designed weapon as far as this game is concerned. And the reason is this: its effective use is based on the existence of the quick save and load mechanic. It doesn't make any sense in the in-game universe, and it's totally unusable without the meta or outside of the game universe concept of actually saving and loading the game. The theory is quite simple. You shoot the enemy until it's low on health points, then you shoot it and it gets mind control. Okay, you have an enemy unit at low health that you can control. It's potentially a very powerful ability, so it's understandable that they wanted to make it hard to do. But the problem is this: there's no way to show the enemy hit points, so what are you gonna do? You're gonna have to save, you're gonna have to shoot it until it dies, and then you sort of have to get an idea of its hit points and then load again, shoot it until it's very close to edge, and then shoot the mind control beam. That would be bad enough, that you have to constantly save and load to be able to take any real advantage of this weapon, but here's the additional kicker. Even if I have 0 heat on this weapon and I use the mind control B version or B mode on this weapon, it can explode and kill the guy that I'm shooting the weapon with. I mean, from 0 heat, it can explode and kill the guy. So it's an insane weapon. No one. It's basically a bomb that can, when you pull a weapon where you pull the trigger, it can kill. There's a good chance it'll kill the guy who actually uses it immediately. I can get over it that it doesn't make any kind of in-game sense to have such a piece of crap as a weapon. But what good does it do in the game? I mean, you already have a system where you don't see the enemy hit points, so you're forced to save and load just to get them to the edge enough so you can actually utilize the weapon. And then when you do utilize it, it can kill you anyway. No matter, even if you didn't fire at all before using it. So it's the attempt I made with using this weapon. I could mind control some of the aliens and they did have some utility there, but what the game was basically, I played about maybe 20 minutes of the mission. I didn't get all that far, and most of the mission was basically me saving and loading, saving and loading to get any kind of use out of this. So what I'm going to do, I'm not going to abandon it entirely, but I'm going to do one thing. I'm never going to opt for it as a standard weapon loadout. I'm basically using it if I see a very good solid use for it in the mission after I've started playing it. But it will never be my standard weapon choice. Not because it can't be very useful, but because I'm basically doing saving, loading constantly on every turn to gain any kind of use out of this weapon. And there's enough saving and loading with just getting yourself killed. At least on this mission, it's full of those laser walls, and this time they fire randomly. There's no predictable pattern, and there's no way of knowing which laser walls fire on each turn, so you're gonna get killed by them. That's on one point anyway. So it's a pity mission to begin with, and that weapon just makes it worse and worse. So instead we have to pick something else. We're going to have to stay mobile, and we already have one mine thrower, so I'm not gonna take another mine thrower. We could take anything. Chainsaw. No. We also have to face range combat units, so chainsaw isn't really acceptable. I think we'll take a rapid fire machine gun. Just because it has a nice ammo storage. 40 ammunition. I think I'll also take the medkit. 4 points used. I'm left with 2, and I know the jump pack costs 4 battle fitness 3 technical. So I think I can afford it even though I buy the better medkit. So Wayne now is our dedicated healer. I think, yeah, instead of 1 hit point we can now heal 3 per heal. So it's a lot more powerful healing. We can do some little first aid with these, but quick healing on him. Yeah. I'm going to save here. I don't want to do that again, and let's get into the mission briefing.
The jungle's in sight. It looks less inviting than the ruins of Skehalwa, and that's saying something. Simon radioed that he's hooked us into the transmitter so we can reach the space station directly if we need to. I'd salute his initiative, but I think he just doesn't want to hear us complain anymore.
Yeah, freeze the red exit area with every marine. Yeah, the laser barriers in this area seem to work by chance, though each turn they shoot in just one direction. So what I'm trying to say, they only shoot vertically or horizontally each turn, but you don't know which ones are going to shoot, and that's the problem. It's again a mirrored map. These 4 things at each side are spawn locations for enemy units. There's quite a lot of ammo containers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9. And there are a few actual item crates. I knew what's in this one, and they're basically something like 10 or 20 equipment points, so totally useless. I'm interested in seeing what's in the rest of the equipment crates, but I'm not really that interested. At this point I'm mainly interested in having the game flow sort of forward. I don't want to be constantly reloading.
What's up?
There's nothing controlling those lasers here. They'll just fire randomly every time. Only on one direction, only this way or that way. Never both. At the same time, please. And these will be Gorku. And some of these spawn the better melee fighters that can only move or attack in a turn. And the Gorku were the intelligent aliens. So, very tough alien resists this mission. This gets very tough if we delay this.
Danger time. Here. Let's handle this. In position. Roger, sir.
And these are lovely background notes again.
Yeah. Yeah.
They're gonna shoot vertically on the next turn. We reach.
Position taken.
I don't think it's in a defensive move. Ah, there's two of them. That's bad. Defensive mode. We're gonna take a bit of a risk. I'm going to go here. We might have to reload because of that. But
Yeah.
it's a risk I'm willing to take. We need to get a healer here, very close to these, because they are going to get wounded fighting those Goku. Didn't do damage to really to any of them.
Let's handle this, sir.
And
Yes,
the reason why the Major didn't get wounded is because he had the absorber point. I think they're not in any kind of a defensive mode.
In position.
Yeah, that's good. We can kill both of them.
Enemy destroyed. Ready. Okay.
I'm not sure we can kill both of them. Don't have the firepower to take care of this.
Okay.
What did we do?
Now. Danger time.
Loud monsters.
Always ready, sir. Yes, sir.
Again,
Always ready, sir.
a bit risky to do this, but if it allows us to move faster, I'm willing to take the chance. And we need to load.
Always ready, sir.
Oh no, this later shot us. So we were a bit lucky there. And two enemies in the firing range. That's crap. More incoming. More, a lot more. Yep. We're going to have to move very close to here. We want to use these blocks of wall as a cover against the constantly spawning enemy. But we do need to move.
In position. Yes.
Yes.
Looking for action. Yeah. Okay.
We'll do a lot of reaction fire here.
Okay, sir. Yes, sir. We've taken up position, sir.
We will get shot, but on the other hand, we'll probably only get shot like once or twice. Yeah, game load.
Ready.
We lost 2 of our guys.
What's happening, sir?
So no one can be on this. The next turn starts.
In position. Yes. Looking for action. Roger, sir. Yeah? Okay, sir. Yes, sir. I'm taking up position, sir.
Yeah, so this time the lasers didn't shoot that were dangerous to us. It's totally chance based, so I think we're going to take in the habit of saving at the end of our turn, just in case. If the lasers are our problem, we can just reload and redo things on it until it works. More importantly, oh, we should see the lights. That's wounded. No.
Ready.
Only wounded guy, but this time instead of having to waste 3 turns to heal him, we can just do this. Yeah. Increased hit point by 3 and we're back to full health. So against these kind of enemies that actually constantly are able to wound us, ability to use the better health pack is really quite...
Ready.
makes a great deal of impact.
This'll help.
Hope it helps. I don't want to shoot now, I want to regain some of that cooldown on those weapons.
Roger, sir. Give me a target. No problem.
Ooh! Properly wounded. 8 points damage taken.
What's up?
Okay, everyone's to the line. These could spawn enemies at any turn, so we do need to move quite fast. Yeah, 7 point of life. Everyone else is in perfect health though, so I think we can recover from that quite easily.
Let's go!
Still, is there any threat here? No, this is the only laser that shoots here. So what I want to do is basically just move a little bit here and go into defensive mode.
Let's go!
You can move right to his back.
Okay.
Keep him in the battle.
Yes, sir.
We will eventually just load if we get shot by the lasers. Nothing more complex than that.
What's happening, sir?
Yeah, there are two lasers that can cause problems for us. But the chances of them actually causing isn't that great. So I'm going to risk it.
No problem.
We do need someone to cover our ass here
Here we
though.
are. Yes.
If someone spawns here, I want our guys actually to shoot back at them. Taking a lot of damage and our own shots are really don't do much. Yeah, we need to load it.
What's happening, sir?
And the worst case scenario happens.
Okay.
Couldn't fire reliably though.
In position. Roger, sir. Yeah. Okay, sir. Okay, sir. What's up?
Run.
Give me a target.
Ooh, that's well, very good. No, it very reliably seems to fire at the same location. We'll give it another try and see if it does that again. If it does, we'll play the turn from the start. Yeah, it does. But it definitely fires different ones at each time. So
In position.
single shot kill.
What's happening, sir?
Yeah, no, it didn't kill anyone. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. I don't think it makes the game better in any sense. Or even more interesting. It just increases the numbers of times you'll have to load in the actual mission, so yeah.
Okay, sir.
Partly a waste of time as far as I'm concerned.
Okay. I'm taking up position.
We do want to kill that. We also want to move forward.
Yes, Sergeant.
Don't want to get stuck fighting here, there's no point to it.
Yes, Sergeant.
Yeah, you're dead. Oh, come on, how many of them are there?
What's up?
A new one spawned, new one spawns. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 at least, and more incoming, a lot more. Like 30, 20, 30 maybe. So yeah, there's no way we can fight off all these bastards. So I'm just going to quickly take a peek at what the crate here offers us.
Position. Looking for action.
Why can't I open that? Seriously?
Okay.
I can't open the crate.
Ready and willing.
I can open the ammo crate. Like, what the hell, game? What the fuck? You see?
Moving out.
Yeah, I just can't access the crate. Okay. Oh. This is the only crate available here that I don't know what it contains. Well, I don't know what that contains either, but I'm not going to exactly gain access to it. Jesus Christ. Like 10, 20, yeah, closer to 30 enemies closing on us, and every single one of them is a tough mother fudger, so we're just going to have to hope we get really lucky with the lasers. And that explains why there's so many ammo boxes here. Hopefully the respawn rate will lower. We will try to keep moving constantly. I'm definitely not interested in fighting all these. But we do have to kill them. Otherwise they'll, sooner or later they'll just block all our movements. And there's no way to retreat at this point. First things first, who needs ammunition?
Roger, sir. What's up? Give me a target. Ready.
You could possibly... I'll probably use it the most.
Roger, Sergeant. Let's go.
Sergeant Roger is here again. Okay.
Moving
We'll
out.
have to go here to block the enemy movements. So I'll go here. We really need to block their movements. Maybe we can do the same thing here. Block them in front of the lasers. That would be the goal. It doesn't mean they're gonna get killed, but at least it gives us a little bit of hope.
Game over. Yeah? Roger, Sergeant.
Sergeant Roger. See what happens.
What's up?
Nothing in our favor happened. But we didn't lose anyone, and that's
Okay.
good enough.
Looking for action. Okay.
I just can't open those. I don't get why. Why can't I open those? Shit, we're in real trouble. We're going to have to try to block them here again. The reasoning is real goddamn simple, because there's no way we can kill all of these. So if we can get like 2 or 3 to be wiped out, that's another matter entirely.
Always ready, sir.
The chainsaw might not have been too bad a weapon here.
Okay. Give me a target.
Try this weapon in B mode.
What's happening, sir? Okay.
Yep. Not a perfect choice by any means, but we don't really have a choice.
What's happening, sir?
They're not gonna stay there, so we have to at least weaken them quite a bit, because we might have to kill both of them in a single turn. This one has to die, I think. I don't really want to move from this spot, so...
Okay, sir.
We'll try until he actually dies. That shouldn't take more than a single try though.
Roger, sir. That's one less, sir.
There's no way we're gonna do defensive fire here. He
Roger,
just
sir.
eats
In
up too
position,
much
sir.
ammunition. Three lasers, fire those 3 guys. We
Always ready, sir.
didn't do anything.
No problem.
Well, it has to do something. We are totally
Where's the
stuck
action?
if something doesn't happen in our favor.
I read you, sir. Enemy neutralized, sir.
Yeah. Still don't want to use up my ammunition, so...
No problem.
Yeah, totally worthless. Totally worthless. At least it killed one of the Gorkus and one of these guys here. But yeah, we're stuck and there's an army of them still coming. So I don't see how this is very well possible unless you get some lucky shots with lasers. I mean, look at that number. We could easily waste all of our ammo just killing these, and that would still leave another equal number left intact. So yeah, something has happened with those.
Ready.
I guess I could have shot the mine there, but yeah, it's not like we're going to get out of the fighting by getting a lucky laser shot. It just means we can proceed forward. That something happens. I guess I could just save in a some kind of secondary location and push forward. But there's really a... yeah, I'll do that. I can always come back to this if that doesn't really work out. Yeah, this is even worse than before. But we'll go with it. At least there's no gore coups here, so we can do this. There's no point in even trying to fight.
Roger, Sergeant.
The problem really is that we now have a split party.
Here.
We can't really stay and fight with even the guys here. Just won't do anything any good.
Always ready, sir.
Everyone's still alive. The Gore Cools got shot. You have 5 points of health, so that's no good, but we'll continue on. Again, I don't give a shit about what's there. This is very tough. Very tough to even move around even a little bit, so... No place, there's this later. So we could do one thing. Jesus, there's a constant stream of them. So we're gonna push the edge here and try to get to the south that way, then just try to push through somehow. I have no idea how. No idea how.
Let's go.
You know, this is pretty bad. First things first, you need to die. You can easily evade these at least for a turn or two, but not you. Yeah, and you really do need to die.
Ready.
Okay, now it's at least taking some damage. Everyone's wounded. I think we'll try to kill him, that one too.
I read you, sir. That's one less, sir.
Heal
Roger,
her.
sir.
The reason why I need to kill that needed to kill that one is because I need to move the healers and heal at the same time.
Right.
Going to can't move too much.
Looking for action.
We can't leave our sergeant at 5 health points. It's too vulnerable.
What's up?
It's gonna be bad enough.
Okay.
Even with our with our heal, he's gonna be in bad shape.
Danger time.
Should we heal or should we shoot? I think we need to shoot. No, we don't have a good line of fire anywhere. This is all bad. I guess we could shoot somewhere here, but what would be the point? Yeah, we'll just kill ourselves. So I'm going to heal our boss man a couple of times, then I'll change facing toward the Gore crew. And while we're at it, I might as well save here.
What's happening, sir?
Wasn't our last turn. Ah, lucky for that. We'll stay here. We need to block them from getting here, at least for now. That's going to be pretty much harmless. He's already at our rear side, so never gonna catch up to us. These guys, on the other hand, might be a problem. They'll get here, and it means these squares will be blocked for the incoming guys. And that'll mean we might not have enough room to move past here. So what I'm going to do is just weaken them a little bit. Not because I want to kill them now, but because I want the option to be there to remove them on the next turn. That's slow. Spawned right behind our backs. Yeah, we need to load anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Yeah, no, we didn't lose anything of importance. But you get shot to pieces, yeah. 3 points of life. That's a bit too bad. We could try this one then.
Where's the action?
Can't shoot us now, can you? Come on, come on, come on. Yep.
No problem.
Fun, 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 fun. Let's try this.
Where's the action? Okay.
Well, that went badly.
What's happening, sir?
The lasers are killing our men.
Where's the action?
Might as well save here. There's not much point otherwise. Okay, that guy basically killed one of ours. Yeah, the Gore crew spawn is basically screwing us over at this turn. I think I'll load an earlier save. Yeah, and we lost the spark again.
Ready.
I'll try to avoid going here. We need to move. It's your turn. Yeah, come at us. See what happens. At least one Gore coup was shot. This is really a bad situation too. It would be only doable basically if these three got shot away. Let's try to keep going with this one. Okay, we need to stop these guys from going here. If they go here, they'll definitely cut us off. So we can't go here. That simply isn't an option.
Where's the action? Okay.
6 damage, 9 damage, 10 damage. Yeah. Our luck with the lasers firing is what determines here if the turn is successful or not. Yeah, it's low. This one,
In position.
maybe I'm a bit reckless with our position of my troops, but I don't feel like we have good choices here. Yeah, that's dead. We're gonna have to load anyway, because if we don't have the ammunition to do everything, we just don't. We don't have really the room to position a large force anyway. It's load.
In position.
Yeah, if this doesn't work now, I'll reload the earlier position and try a different thing. I guess we'll just... If we had chainsaws, that might be a different thing. I didn't realize that the game would be get these stuck and a cut of these enemies. I didn't realize there were so many I would have to load. I'm loading the early ones.
Yes, Sergeant.
I'm really grateful for having some chainsaws. They would be much more useful, even though the core two are definitely annoying. We can sort of handle them with a few shooting units. We don't. A couple of chainsaws would have been much more preferable here. Okay. Nothing to do on this turn but to wait. See where the lasers fall again. Many of them.
Danger time.
What the hell am I going to do? I'm going to shoot that group. So we do have to pull back a little bit.
Where's the action?
Okay, in general terms, what we're going to start
Nice
doing is
place
this
again.
defensive fire.
Okay, sir.
We're going to try to kill everything as
Taking up
long as our ammo
position.
lasts.
Enemy destroyed. Give me a target.
Our tactic of trying to evade them is clearly not working. So we have to try out something else. And the core cools are a problem. I probably should use a drug or something, but I don't think that's a good idea. The situation isn't that desperate where we need absolutely 100% need the extra action point to survive. We could just significantly weaken the enemy and that would be a good thing. But it's not absolutely necessary
In
yet.
position.
We do need to get rid of these.
Okay.
Let's see how things go. Yeah, that went badly. Very badly, in fact. Yeah, very bad. We're hardly doing damage to anyone. A lot of misses, or 0 points of damage. What I'm basically hoping is that the spawn rate of these creatures will get reduced, which is a fool's hope. Yeah, all for nothing anyway.
Moving out.
Ooh, 9 points of damage. Yeah, that guy will likely die. Yeah, there's a few of them. Yeah. Load. Basically just waiting
Moving out.
to get lucky with the laser shots again. Maybe I should really start to position our troops in a way that will survive the laser shots no matter what. That seems to be the thing that's causing us the most trouble at the moment. Yeah, if we lose forces again on this turn, I'll reposition everything. Let's just hope that the lasers favor us with their shots, I guess. I hate to rely on chance in that way, but it's going to be one way or another. Yeah, get load.
Yes.
What lines do we need to clear? No one can be on this line. What about here? So these three lines are safe. Two. Yeah, this isn't a turn. I loaded the wrong save. Come on, come on, come on, I need to get loading.
No problem.
I think it was this one. Yep. So, we need to position ourselves in these areas. So let's do that.
In position.
Yep. You can't move first. You need to weaken the enemy, so...
Where's the action? In position, sir. Yes. Okay. Yeah. Where are you guys? Yes, Sergeant. In position.
Yeah, we're pretty heavily wounded here. We need to get some luck with the lasers, otherwise we're totally screwed. Surrounded on all sides at this point. There's just more and more and more and more of them.
What's up?
How badly are you wounded? 4 points of life. Yeah, this is interesting, if nothing else. Yeah, Mr. Healer. We're not gonna move much this turn. No, I didn't mean to do that.
What's up? Okay. Moving out.
Nine extra points. That's still not all that great. Might as well heal fully. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. These three have to die. And we need to push our position a little bit forward.
Always ready, sir. Game over. That's one less, sir. In position, sir. Unit destroyed, sir. Roger, Sergeant.
That's good enough. There's no immediate second wave incoming. So we don't want to leave this group though. We provide the extra action points, so there's no way we can abandon them. They'll just make the situation worse.
Position taken.
Hey, can I lay a mine somewhere? This might be a solid spot. If he doesn't move first, he'll run there. I don't know, it's a... Yeah, I don't really know. There aren't any exactly great spots. We could shoot here, but a lot of them could get shot by the lasers, so it might be a waste. So we'll focus on healing this time. I do want to keep the enemy from getting too close, so I'll move a little bit to the right.
Here. Yes.
And you're the last one. Okay. I think we should block these from getting any closer. Let's see how we do. These shouldn't be a problem, and hopefully lasers kill a few of them, please.
Always ready, sir.
Not really. Yeah, so there's again something like 8, 10 enemies, 8 coming from here. Another way after that, and another after that, and another after that. So, but there's no gore coup noticeable at this point. That's a great thing. It'll mean we'll get to move at top speed. Yeah, we're not going to be holding anything back.
I read you, sir.
But the question remains to, yeah, I think we'll go through here. It'll allow us to recover at least some lost ammunition.
Where's the action?
And allow us to cool our weapons.
Roger, Sergeant. Right.
Yeah, we'll go here. The point is to prevent the enemy from coming too close and preventing us from moving.
Position secure.
Yeah, this one can't fire. Or this one. We'll trust our luck at least for one time or 2 times. Then we'll position ourselves properly. It would be just so much more easier if we didn't have to rely on... If we could position our troops where they're now currently positioned. Let's see how it goes. Ah, crap, a lot of range combat enemies coming into range. Or into view. Yeah, the lasers decide this round.
What's up?
Okay, it was sort of a success. We're totally boxed in at the moment, and there's no lasers firing where we are. So we need to kill him and move at top speed to the south. We do have to kill some of the enemy, but hopefully we can leave some of them behind too. First things first, we need to move here. I think we need to prevent them from boxing us in here.
Roger, Sergeant.
But how should I handle that one? Should I actually shoot it or should I go to defensive mode? I think I should actually shoot it. The reason being that with the defensive mode we would be shooting quite a lot of targets we might not want to shoot.
No problem. Here we are.
0. Terrible damage.
Okay. Let's go. Danger time. Okay.
How far can you get? Move it.
Yeah.
Heal.
Moving out. Yeah.
I'm sort of interested in seeing where this is going, because... Yeah, this is tough. I do have an idea of the overall plan for this mission, if you will. That we could improve our chances quite a bit.
Moving out.
It's basically 2 things. One would be chainsaws, they would help us quite a bit here. Another would be to split the group at the start. But split it in a sort of a very specific way.
Moving out.
That specific way would be that we had one group that mainly intends to push through, just like this group did, but another very likely Major Rutherford. Just going on the other side to keep these close range combat units from swarming like this. Because they'll go for the nearest target and that'll be Major Rutherford, but she's very fast. So she's very hard to box in.
What's happening, sir?
Now, yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There's no way we can push through here. That's just gonna happen, and we are boxed in here as well. So yeah, I think we're better off taking our chances with the lasers here, and trying to kill a few of these, and taking our chances with the lasers, and then trying to go through here. This is yeah. Maybe if these at least those 4 get destroyed, then we might have a chance. But I'm not even sure. Yeah, I think this turn it's these lasers turn to fire. This is getting very desperate.
Give me a target.
At least we're back in the tough missions, I guess.
I read you, sir.
Okay, you need to come out of there, no matter what. Also, defensive fire. Time to try to get rid of these
Give me a
bastards.
target.
Seriously sweep them out. So,
Come and get it.
can I heal someone?
Always ready, sir.
If that, yeah, we might have a chance, but yeah, it's not gonna be great or anything. We need to kill him, otherwise we don't have the room to stay here. Also,
Always
defensive
ready,
fire.
sir.
Yeah, you need to die. You really need to die.
Yes.
I don't want to shoot these guys. There's no point. We need to push through one way. We can't kill everything. We simply don't have the ammunition to even really try. Now this is an interesting mission, I'd say. I thought it might be an interesting in a different way initially because of those gore coups, but they're really a minor annoyance in the overall scheme. And since I equipped to basically handle more mainly, then I'm in deep trouble.
Moving out. Yeah. Okay. Where are you guys?
Let's see how things go. We could certainly get another mine thrower or
No problem.
pretty well boxed in here. On the bright side, the wall of enemies provides protection from the enemy fire too. But yeah, this went from bad to absolutely impossible. Yeah, we should never have gotten ourselves boxed in here. To have stayed in the open no matter what. on the bright side, the enemy has stopped moving now. And that's in response to
Roger,
us
sir.
not be able to do anything anymore. This is bad. Okay. We need to see things we need to kill. What I'm seeing is these three have to die. They absolutely 100% have to die. And you have to die because you suddenly appeared in the middle of our troops. Yeah. So we can shoot here with the mine thrower. We need to make room. Also need to save quite a lot because we need to overheat our weapons. We need to use drugs. Oh, that's a good one.
Give me a target.
I could shoot there, but getting rid of these is more important. Yeah, that damage was pathetic. We're not in a
Always ready,
position
sir.
to accept pathetic damage from our shots.
Let's go.
Yeah, that was pretty bad, but at least we achieved something.
Roger, Sergeant.
Okay, you need to die.
Take it out, Sergeant.
You need to die.
In position. What's happening, sir?
Yeah, this is interesting. Yeah, that's not really acceptable.
What's happening, sir?
I don't care how much damage you do as long as you kill the, yeah, 2-0 hits, that's not gonna kill it. And the weapon is jammed.
No problem.
You can kill it with 2 shots. Potentially at least. But you can't kill it with 4.
No problem.
Not really acceptable. It's a shame it came to this again. But
There's the action.
at this point we're really in such a tough position that it's either this or nothing. Just load and try something else. What was the save? I don't recall the
No
save.
problem.
I don't know why I'm doing so little damage.
Game over.
Okay. So finally we made it.
Ready.
And naturally we have to fear the laser shots. And although we have cleared this one.
In position.
So none of our guys is at the moment in path for any laser shot. And I intend to keep it that way. If that laser would shoot this one, that would be a real blessing to us. Real blessing. We have to shoot at something.
Okay.
Okay, what the hell are you gonna do? I don't think you should do anything, at least
Yeah.
not those guys. And you can't really do anything to these guys. So, what you are going to do is you're gonna take shots. 0 damage shots. Let's see how our luck holds. Lasers, please shoot at us. that was pretty bad. Our situation getting worse and worse and worse, so I'll try to give the lasers another chance, see what the change is, if there is any change. Yeah, there really isn't. We're just getting more and more bugs in. We have no ammunition, so yeah, there's not a lot we can do at this point. We've been boxed in successfully. Looking at the overall map, yeah, I think I'll call it quits here for this attempt, and we'll try it again. And once another time, I don't want to play this more. I don't really have the time. It'll take at least an hour for the other attempt. For the next time, we'll change the weaponry a bit. Definitely more chainsaws, at least one more. And I'll think we'll try the split up group thing. We have to delay this mass of units from pouring out of here and coming to help here. If we can at least do a little bit of trickery here, we can delay them, giving the other group time to go through here. Yeah. That's pretty much how I